Okay, we'll go ahead with Dean Patterson. Go ahead, Chad.
Dean, can you tell us the backstory how you went from Tampa, Florida to Findlay University?
Yes, sir.
How did that all come about?
Oh yeah, throughout my high school journey, I really didn't get that much attention as much as I would like, and at the time, D2 University of Findlay really believed in me, and to be honest, taking a visit, being a Florida boy, going all the way up to really cold Ohio, it was definitely something different, definitely very much life-changing, and honestly helped me grow up, is what I would say. But it was definitely different. I enjoyed the coaches up there. I enjoyed my time up there, but that's pretty much how that happened. They were one of the only schools that, that really loved me the way that they did, so.
I do a follow-up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So to go from then to now, playing for a top 10 team, undefeated, do you sit back and think of that journey?
I think of it all the time, to be honest with you. I mean, it's just such a blessing, honestly, just following, it's like the definition of just God's plan, honestly, like for me. If you wanted to tell me, that at senior in high school, didn't really have that much offers and didn't really get that much interest that I was going to be in this position, I'd look at you crazy. I'd be like, no, like there's no way that I'd ever, top 10 team, senior year, like that is truly, it's just amazing. It's just a huge blessing, and I can only do nothing but be grateful for it.
For you, Dean, obviously, in this journey with Georgia Tech, what's just been your favorite part? What's the most fun part playing in this offense?
Favorite part on and off the field, or just on the field for right now?
You on and off.
Honestly, the guys in the room, they're hilarious. The way that we mess with each other, and the way we enjoy each other, the way that we play for each other, truly is one of it's one of a kind. Honestly, like you don't really get that everywhere. Honestly, and on the field. Honestly, playing for Coach Buster, he's just so creative. Like he like the things that he does in his offense and the things that I've learned to help level up my game and be able to take it to the next level. Honestly, is truly everything that I could ever want. And when you love football, I feel like that basically kind of comes with it, that you want to be the best that you can possibly be on and off the field when it comes to knowledge and techniques at the receiver position. So honestly, I have to give credit to all my coaches for that.
Do you feel your route running and your ability to get behind the secondary is one of your strengths?
To be honest with you, I feel like, yeah, I've always something my dad has always taught me. He's just, from a kid, he's just, just run good routes and catch the ball. And that's something that, I've always tried to take pride in, and just being elite, like how my coach said, being elite at the little things and just being great at the little things. And those little things eventually turn into big things, you know what I mean? So truthfully, that is really, I feel like is definitely one of my strengths, but I also feel like I have more strengths as well in terms of my ability to kind of play receiver.
Alex?
You talked a little bit about being under-recruited, not getting a bunch of attention, and then Eric Rivers, your current teammate, kind of had the same journey. What is that? How does that make you hungrier as a player when you kind of have to fight for your spots? The same you and Eric too. Just kind of how hungry does that make you when you are under-recruited and not getting a whole lot of attention?
Honestly, definitely isn't easy. I feel like it's first got to start off with, I got to give credit to the people in my corner. Definitely people who help motivate me. Because if you had asked me, back then being under-recruited, like was I really that confident in myself, when all these coaches really didn't believe in me, look at me, oh, you look good, stay in contact, and didn't really hear anything from them. Definitely sucked, but with those people in my corner, they helped motivate me, and I believe that kind of helped drive me. So I feel like for myself, I was always used to playing behind the 8-ball, not really having the attention, not really being looked at, and it kind of just drove me, and just being like, okay, I'm gonna show you why I am here. I'm gonna show you why I deserve to be here, and that truly has been something that I've taken from Finley to FIU and to here. You gotta. I feel like I'm going to show you why you got to play me. So.
I want to talk about one aspect of your game, the explosiveness. 84-yard touchdown catch. You also had a 37-yard touchdown catch. Seems like every time you touch it, you pretty much score. Talk about that part of your game a little bit.
Honestly, I great play calling, great blockers. Honestly, in front of me, I couldn't do it without them. So definitely got to give credit to them. But in terms of explosiveness, I feel like that's something that I've tried to add on to my game because I feel like I've been more of like a down the field type of receiver, and I wanted to show that I could do things with the ball in my hands like as well, and that comes to the whole being a fully complete receiver, and I just want to be as explosive as I can and just be able to help the team as much as possible and help put us in the best scenario as possible. So
Can you run us through the touchdown last week and that final dive for the end zone?
Yeah. So obviously play was signaled. I'm lining up and I'm kind of reading the defense and I'm like, okay, like it's all my tackles and my guards gonna get out here and I kind of took a peek inside and I was like, oh yeah, they're definitely gonna get out here and kind of help get this play started and get some of these blocks going. So once I caught the ball, great blocks from my tackles and guards, and it was just me and the safety, and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna let you make this play on me. I'm definitely scoring. But once I kind of broke and hit the sideline, I knew he was gonna try to dive out and try to, get my feet, and I wasn't gonna let that happen. And I did something I wasn't supposed to do at the end, reach out the ball, but just in that moment, it was just I gotta score, and I would have been very upset if he would have made that play on me. So yeah.
A lot of special teams work for you. How much pride do you take in special teams?
I truly believe in helping the team as much as possible. Obviously at a receiver position, it's easy to be kind of selfish to be like, no, I should only be playing offense. But like how my coach says, and just a realistic expectation is that if you're not one of those top 1 or 2 guys in the NFL, you got to play special teams, and I want to be able to help my team as much and put us in the best scenario to win. So, you know what I mean? I want to be able to help guys who I'm blocking for on kickoff return or punt return. I want them to be able to have their explosive plays. So, just as much as I want to be able to have my explosive plays, and I know that guy's going to have to do that, going to have to put in some work for me for that to happen to me. So, yeah.
Alex?
We talked to Haynes about spreading the ball around a little bit. When you're not going to get a ton of targets because there's so many, really good skill guys, does that kind of put a priority on you got to make the most of it when you finally do get those chances?
100%. I think in general, even if you get 10 targets a game and you have 10 catches, like you can't get relaxed and be like, oh well, I missed this one, I missed this play. Like no, you got to make the most out of every opportunity because you never know, when if that's ever going to be your last catch of this game or of the season, God forbid. So, I definitely agree with you. Like, you definitely got to make the most out of every opportunity, for sure.